We are discussing about the unit 3 here, that is control flow and the functions. So the topic explained here is Boolean values and operators. Let us know about the objective first. So objective of learning this topic is to have a better understanding about the concepts of the Boolean values and the operators. So Boolean values and operators. So Boolean values can be tested for the truth values, okay, and it can be mainly used for the if and while conditions. There are two values, that is the Boolean values are of two, that is true and false. So when we are going for the operations can be performed with the operators and, or, and not. Consider an example with x is equal to true and y is equal to false. So when we are applying and for these two operands, that is x and y, which will return false, because in the case of and, both the operands should be same, that is both the operands should be true, then only we will receive true, okay, otherwise it will return false. So in the case of or operand, so when x or operator, so x or y will return true, because any one of the operand should be true, okay, so then we will receive answer as true. So not operator, which will give the opposite of that value. So not x will return false, because already we have x as true, so not x is false, okay. So this carries a single operand always. So now let us see about the modulus operator. The modulus operator works on integers and it will yield the remainder when the first operand is divided by the second, okay. So already we know about the division method. So when we are dividing, we will get the remainder value as well as quotient value. So this modulus operator is also a type of division which will retrieve as the remainder value, okay. So in Python, the modulus operator is a percent sign, okay, we will represent using this percent sign. So the syntax is the same as other operations, like a remainder is equal to 7, that's modulo operator 3, we are giving means we will get the remainder. So when we are dividing 7 and 3, we will get the remainder as 1, so that will be returned as the value, okay. So print remainder, if we are typing, we will get the remainder answer as 1. So 7 is divided by 3, which will return 2 with the 1 left over, that is 2 will be the quotient and 1 will be the remainder. So we can extract the rightmost digit or the digits from a number. So for example, if x modulo 10, which will yield the rightmost digit of x, that is in base of 10. So similarly x modulo 100, which yields the last 2 digits. So this will be used in the case of programming. So remember this, that is when this digits are divided, okay. So when these digits or these numbers are divided by or applied with the modulus operator, it will yield the last rightmost digit. In case of 10, it will retrieve the last 1 digit, and if in case of 100, it will retrieve the last 2 digits. Now let us see about Boolean expressions. A Boolean expression is an expression that is either true or false. So the following example, which uses the operator as equal to, that is double equal to, which represents the that both the values are, that is the right hand side and the left hand side are equal, okay. So which compares the two operands and produces true if they are equal and false otherwise. So if 5 double equal to 5, then it will retrieve true. If 5 equal to double equal to 6, then we will retrieve as false, because it compares both the value on the right hand side and the left hand side. So true and false are the special values that belong to the type bool, okay. So always this type will be retrieved as bool in the when we are retrieving for this true and false, okay. So there are no, they are not strings, they are not strings, okay. This true and false will not be strings. Strings which will be enclosed within double quotes. If it is enclosed in double quotes, then it comes as a string. If it is not enclosed, it will always be a Boolean value. So when we give type of true, then we will retrieve the class as bool, okay. So type of false means also we will get the type as bool. Now let us see about logical operators. So there are 3 logical operators as and, or, and not. And the semantics, that is the meaning of these operators, is similar to that of the meaning of English. That is, when, for example, x is greater than 0 and x is less than 0 is true only if x is greater than 0 as well as less than 10, okay. So that means and it acts as a conjunction like as in normal English. So, this both these things will have to become true. Okay. So, as in the case of n modulo 2 that is equal to 0 or n modulo 3 equal to 0 is true. So, if either of the condition is true, then that is if the number is divisible by 2 or 3, only it will become true. So, finally, the not operator negates a Boolean expression. So, not of x greater than y is true if x greater than y is false. Okay. So, that is if x is less than or equal to y. So, the operand of the logical operators should be Boolean expressions, and any non-zero number is interpreted as true. That is when 17 and true is given, that is 17 is a non-zero number. So, it will be taken as true. So, true and true will retrieve true. Okay. So, we have already seen that. So, true and true means true. So, 17 is taken as true here. So, these are the questions which could be asked related to this topic, and thank you.